Here we go. Dollar index. The dollar index has retraced 75% of its fall from 2001 to 2008. It most recently overshot this pretty point, and it's still on a path of a bigger picture pretty point. Now, this is advanced stuff. There's 3 drives in this move, and I measured the pretty point considering all the drives. So in the advanced loss forecasting, I spend more time talking about the drives and how you use them to make advanced forecasts, okay? So that's still sitting out there. But guys, I want you to see that as early as April of 2018, if you were analyzing long-term and using advanced techniques, which I hadn't taught yet, you could have been on track for a general overall trajectory of the dollar until next October. Well, I don't know if we're going to hit it until October, but that's the trajectory. Do you understand? Please type Y in the chat. There was a big sideways mess in between. I am not discounting yet, but the latest run-up is still on track with this advanced forecast. Okay. Also, what did we have on the dollar index here? We had these 2 lows somewhat close together, right? Not beautifully close, but 33.70 versus 36.53. So this ultimately was actually a positive reversal in no man's land, usable information. Okay. Although what I really would have liked to see with positive reversal is the market make a higher high and then come back and do this. That's the more desirable setup. So dollar index going higher, not much in its way. That's what I'll say. Like there's not many obstacles ahead of it. The next obstacle is this 2001 September low, a 111.31. So let's zoom into a weekly chart and see what's going on there. Okay. It held this outside bar. Now it formed this price probe. Well, it's price low. I guess it's not a beautiful textbook price probe, but it's price low. And retraced about half. Yeah. 107.72. We came to 107.68. 0.04 difference on a weekly chart, guys, for support on the dollar index using your 50% retracements, which is in my Gann book, in my Gann trading patterns, in Gann candlesticks. All right. And now we're lifting up again. So it's not looking good for the currencies of the world because the dollar index looks like it's on the move again. But let's go to a daily chart to get more precision of where it might be going. So let's take this one right here, 104.64. This bar right here is a swing low. We retraced. We have a outside day that formed on Tuesday, excuse me. So here, I'm going to pop quiz you guys for a pretty point, okay? So what pretty point would you draw to help Brian here and everybody who's looking at currencies get ahead of where the dollar index might go next? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made it hard. We are in advanced coaching. So take a guess. What pretty point, what forecast would you draw given the information I provided? I kind of gave you a hint with how I did the numbers. So from a drives perspective, bringing in Gann drives, it's got a little hairy, but this is how I see the drives broken down of these completed moves. So I would draw 2, 8, and 7 for a big picture look. So this low to this low, this high in between, That gives us October 11th. Isn't that interesting? Because don't I have October of next year as pivotal? Maybe October has some seasonality in the dollar index that's worth looking at. Another reason I have more confidence in drawing this way, guys, is because yesterday was an outside bar. And look at how we moved on the RSI. When you look at the RSI power zones, that makes it easier to see where you should draw your pretty points because it smooths out the price action. Okay, great. All right, let's finish out with the euro. I see the time here. And Brian, did this help you with the dollar index? You have a good game plan of what might be going on here. Of course, there's various support and resistance along the way, but I focus on the big picture. And now the euro.